So I was a bit of a lazy fuck during lockdown and I completely forgot that the Premier League starts in 5.5 hours, so I'm going to compile all my predictions for the Premier League in less than 5 minutes. Sound good? I don't care, let's go. Number 20, West Ham. A complete lack of transfers, a team of individuals, your captain getting pissed at the board, David shitting Moyes in charge. I'm sick of them being in the Prem, so...
Why won't you die?
Number 19, Brighton. Given Graham Potter's positive game style and the squad he has at his disposal, Brighton could either do really well and finish in 10th or shit the bed altogether. I actually had to do a marble race to figure out where I put them and this came up, so I guess they're going down. Serves them right for moving on Aaron Moy anyway. Number 18, West Brom. I actually really like West Brom and hope they can pull a Sheffield United, but I'm just not convinced by Bilic or his squad, particularly his fullback. There's only ever been 3 times in the Premier League era when all 3 promoted teams have stayed up, and if I had to pick one of the 3 to go down, I'd have to say West Brom. Number 17, Fulham. Staying up just by the length of a bee's dick is Fulham. If they hadn't had Gemma Kilseri and Zebo Ngisa return on loan and loaned in Mario Lamina and Areola, it would have been Fulham going down and not West Brom, but they've got the ambition and a 1-season relegation under their belt, so hopefully they can learn from their mistakes. Number 16, Aston Villa. 1 more season under the belt for Dean Smith, a youthful squad, retaining Jack Grealish and looking for more prospects in Matty Cash and Ollie Watkins. There's a lot to like about Aston Villa right now, and I can see them making a bit more progress after a full season in the Premier League. They'll know what to expect and have another chance to make their presence known after a slightly controversial call from VAR. Number 15, Crystal Palace. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this club literally has 2 players in the first team younger than 27, so getting not 1 but 2 actually promising championship talents in Ferguson and Easy is impressive, albeit long overdue. They're not a bad team or anything, I think they're just going to struggle with a yet again unchanged squad. Also Roy Hodgson. Number 14, Sheffield United. I mean, it's pretty obvious that we're all expecting some sort of hangover from their first season in the Prem. I could see them in a relegation battle at some point during the season, but ultimately I think Chris Wilder's done wonders for them and it's hard to see them go down after the season they've just had. Number 13, Leeds. As much as I'd rather shit in my hands and clap than say this, I actually think Leeds scum are setting up for a long stint in the Premier League. And a well-deserved one at that. Bielsa could be anything at this stage and no Premier League season is ever easy, but I do think they'll comfortably finish above the relegation zone. Number 12, Burnley. Some people would be wondering what's changed with Burnley this season, and to them I'd say what needs to be changed. They have a working formula with a top coach and a squad full of hard-nosed brutes that know how to get results. My only worry about them is how they could be found out this season. Number 11, Southampton. Losing Højbjerg was a big blow for Southampton, but they're in fantastic form under Hasenhüttl post-lockdown. If they can back that up and maybe get 1 or 2 more additions to the squad, they could mean business again this season. But their bad was really fucking bad, so let's see how the season unfolds. Number 10, Newcastle. By far my biggest call of the video, and I don't even know if I like this prediction yet, but I mean for once they're showing some sort of ambition. Going after another striker in Callum Wilson who can do a job, fellow teammate Ryan Fraser who's second in the assist charts in the 18-19 campaign, and young left back Jamal Lewis. Yeah, why not? Number 9, Leicester. Ultimately it boils down to whether they can handle Europa League and Premier League at the same time. Their squad depth tells me no, but they could just as well prove their fitness levels and go far in Europa or crash out in the early knockout rounds. I like Leicester. I just don't know if they can handle it amongst the competition getting much better. Number 8, Everton. Carlo Ancelotti isn't messing about with Everton this season. They've completely changed their midfield with Allen, Rodriguez and Doucouré, and seem to really want to establish themselves as the best of the rest in the short term. Whether that'll happen, I don't know, but I'm confident they're going to have a really positive season. Number 7, Wolves. Nothing's really changed with Wolves. Not that there needed to be a lot of change, but I would have liked to see if they could get a few more players at the calibre of Ruben Neves or Raul Jimenez. Obviously there's still time to do that, but I can't see them bringing it into the top 6 just yet. Number 6, Arsenal. It was a risky call for me to have everyone in the big 6 make the top 6, given how much Wolves and Leicester caught up, but Arsenal are investing this season, bringing back Saliba on loan and signing Gabriel, Willian and Cedric, and a season's worth of experience with Arteta at the helm. I think they're going to follow the same trajectory as Man United last season, though maybe not at the same height. I am positive that Aubameyang will get the golden boot this season though. Number 5, Tottenham. It's so easy to write Spurs and Mourinho off, but the fact of the matter is that Mourinho is still a top manager and Spurs have a great squad, further bolstered by the signings of Doherty and Højbjerg. I do believe in Mourinho's second season syndrome, but instead I think it's going to be shown by Spurs lifting their first trophy in 13 years in the FA Cup. Yep, I've just made that call. Number 4, Man United. Provided they sign Sancho, I do believe United are capable of knocking off Chelsea in 3rd place, but at this point there hasn't been enough investment by the board to justify them going above and beyond what they've achieved last season. The signing of Donny van de Beek was good, but I don't think it'll be enough. Number 3, Chelsea. I don't think their transfer ban even mattered last season because they've just gone and signed twice the amount of players they normally would in a season, with 1 or 2 more still to come. I have my doubts over a couple players like Malang Sarr and Thiago Silva, but let's face it, they've done brilliantly and will almost certainly close the gap over the big 2. Number 2, Liverpool. Number 1, Manchester City. Hang on, I'll explain. Manchester City's biggest problem last season was that they were going all out in the Champions League and Liverpool were going all out in the Premier League. This season, however, I expect both teams to compete for the double, and when you got your mind on 2 different competitions, you need to make sure you have the depth. City, quite frankly, already has the better depth, and on top of that have signed more players than Liverpool. Granted, Liverpool rely more heavily on player fitness and squad depth, but if an injury crisis comes up due to fixture congestion, you best believe City are going to capitalise on that. Anyway, I have to make this video now, so let me know how dumb my decisions were in the comments and subscribe to the channel to hear more about my dumb decisions. Just take care, yeah?